V'aleichem yishim ekra, to you, people, I call. Achai, my brothers, v'ami, my nation, l'kayach ha-sefer ha-Torah, take this book of instruction. Uvazev v'chazer limdu heitev, and in this and like this you should learn very well. L'tayv l'chem, it will be good for you. Shimu, listen to schinav, let your soul live. Sasain, happiness. V'simcha, another kind of happiness. Tasig, you'll find in this world and in the next world. Sasan, I think, comes from the word, which is like Targum says bia, which means to be happy, but bavabua means like a swelling, when something swells up. I think it's a lashon of when you're waiting for something and you finally have what you're waiting for. It's like a relieved kind of happiness. And simcha is a chadva. It's more of a chad. It's more of a sharp. It's like a focused joy, like happy about this. So sadness of simcha tasiku, you'll reach both happinesses, balamazeh, in this world, balamava, in the world to come. Gila chagila, happiness after happiness, mirth after mirth. Chazak, be strong when it's chazek. And let us get strong about it, because of our Hashem. Nachum, have mercy. Al nachos, we should have chus, we should have care. Al kavod kainenu, we should care about the honor of our Creator. Asher, that babanesenu, because of our sins, who Aimid b'tei chagal, Hashem is standing in the exile, because wherever we go, Hashem goes with us, because we represent Him, and the world now has Jewish people in Galus, therefore Hashem is in exile. L'chul, let us go, v'neshuva, let's return to Hashem. Nowadays, let's serve Him misasin v'simcha, with two types of happiness. Kamsais chasen al kala, like the happiness of a chasen to a kala. Same idea. The chasen's waiting for his kala, and that's the happiness. It's not a simcha, but it's specifically it's a masais. It's like when Hashem tzion, when Hashem brings back tzion, sasan v'simchim v'atzavada. It will be a sasan. Same idea with the chasen. He's finally getting back his aveda. So Hashem will be happy with us, like a chasen is with his kala. Let us work la'ayr, to wake up as avad the love, l'chaber hadaydim, to bring back the friends together, yachta v'gila, with happiness, like we say Hashem's and His Shechina. They're considered two that love each other, Hashem and His presence here on earth. That's what Hashem wants, that we should bring His presence to be known on earth. Ulai, maybe it's ashes halakim, Hashem will turn v'yachesh lanu, and will bring quickly a hagula, the redemption. Ken yiratzayin, so should be as well, b'meir v'imenu, quickly in our days. Amen. Let it be so. V'hine, behold, Amr b'midrash Rabbah, it says in midrash Rabbah, parak acharei, in parashas acharei mos, imein la the mitzvah kavu l'deiros, if a person does not have a mitzvah that is set for the generations, mahana yeshlai, what does he gain? So a person should have something that he knows will last. V'alkein, therefore, b'charti anim, I chose the mitzvah in this mitzvah, l'zakas esarabim, to merit the public. V'chvar milasi amura, b'kuntreis aris elim, b'msach shkalim, my words were already said in a collection of that he wrote called Aris Elim in Usach Shkalim. I don't know it, but that's what he says. Shani mapit chnas l'fnei Hashem. I drop down my begging in front of Hashem. Ana Hashem, please Hashem, asay ma'avdchak, do with your servant kechastecha, like your kindness. V'agura, and I will live by alecha in your tents l'alamim, forever. V'gam, also achala pnei, I beg. Chil means to tremble, so I guess achala is like you ask with trepidation. Achala pnei, I beg the face, kol das, anybody who knows the law, sheikru, they should read besifri, they should read my books, vidashu mila barabim, they should darshan, they should extrapolate my words in public, bevati chnesias, in the houses of gathering, bevati midrashes, in houses of study, ulai, that's like shuls and places of learning, ulai, maybe it's ashes halakim li, Hashem will turn to me, v'zakeni, and he'll help me, he'll merit me, sheyasud v'araperis, that my words will make fruit, will bear fruit. Of then my soul will be happy with Hashem, because he's in the next world already, and his soul will be uplifted. And I believe just the word yisashes means Hashem will turn to me. Shah is an hour, and because like Sha'ashua sings turn, so Shah is an hour because it's the turning 1/12 of the turn of the sun, if I got it right. If I'll be married, Hashem, to see the sweetness of Hashem, the pleasantness of Hashem, and to go through His upper worlds of rooms, Ashalom, I'll pay back meitava, with good. L'cholman, to everybody dilimtili, anybody who turns to me, mati is to turn. Anybody who dilimti meaning minei, anybody who turns to me from him, hana. I guess he's saying I will give them hana. I'll try to get good for them. Ram, my friends, chanuni, find grace for me, find grace for me. Ubefrat, specifically al yatzei chalatzai, on those who come from my loins, my children, Zari, my seed, Zari, my children, Adelim forever. Chiyuv Rami, it is a responsibility thrown on them. L'chabev devarai, to love my words. L'shtadel, and to try b'yasaseis with much strength, l'darshan barabim, to teach them in public. V'lishmar ma'oid, to watch a lot of lasses, and to do that means to make sure lishmar is lysases, like make sure that they watch themselves from doing the wrong thing, lasses, and make sure they do the right thing. L'kaim, and to uphold kol nimtza, everything that's found kasav b'kan tracy, everything is written found in my writings. L'chvayd yisram, do it for the honor of their creator, the one who formed them, l'chvayd hiram, and the honor of those their parents. That's he. Ve'emes, in truth, ve'emes yagechiki, my palate will speak truth. Ki makir ani, I understand truthfully. Arki, my worth. Hamach, that is so poor. Pachais is small. Bar shavarach, and if you evaluate my worth, it's so little. She'en ani roi, I'm not really roi fit lahichiach to give rebuke to others. Ve'eni kadai, I'm not really worth. She'yu and nanimi many etzav that people should get advice from me, and salvation in types of tushia is another kind of advice. Uma, and also gam ki agarti, because I'm afraid mipnei lag hashananim, from the complacent ones who will make fun of me. I'm worried, pen lest chas v'shalom, like here, which actually means cure in peace, but like oivei yiskalgal chayva al yadi, a sin will, or responsibility will roll because of me. Just like shekasafti v'fnim shebeirach asufa ein sham, just like I wrote later in the entry called asufa, which is gatherers. He's saying that people who gather a lot of laws together, sometimes they'll just gather just the rules themselves, and they might not study the rules enough, so they'll just write what they think the law is, but then people are just looking at their books because they wrote everything in short, so they don't have to look through the bigger Gemara and the halacha law books to try to figure out the law. So he's saying those people, because they write everything in short, people will look at what they wrote, and they made a mistake because they didn't write it well enough, because they didn't know well enough. He said, I'm worried that maybe bad will come through my hand also, like I wrote in Hasufa, Ayin Sham, read it over there. However, that was my first thought. Which was my first thought? Kitzamo, thirsty, v'nechsvan, hoping, begam kol sinavshim. My soul was going out. The kaim, I wanted to uphold mashakasav, what it's written in Bereshis Yitches Yates, in Bereshis chapter 18, verse 19. Asher yitzava esbanov, Hashem said about Avram Avinu, Abraham, that he will command his children by space in his home after him, v'shamru derech Hashem, they will watch the way of Hashem. So he said, I wanted to be like Avram Avinu, Abraham. I wanted to be that way also. That I will command my children and my home in the same way after me. And Hashem said He would give so much good to Avram because of it. Like I wrote in the air called Tzava, which is the entry about commanding and about a will, what a person passes over to his children. Asisi says, I did this for Terachti, I bothered Latpisa to print B'siyad Yisrael with the help of heaven. Leman, so that Yamid Yamim Rabim, it will stand for many days. Lazari, for my children, Bazar and the children of my children, Adolim, forever. V'ulai, perhaps Yechaneni Elikim Hashem would have grace to me. V'zakini, he would merit me. Shiyim Tzeu Chen Kontresi, that it will find my writing will find favor. Gam be'ini zulasam, in the eyes of other people. Anshagili, people that are like me, that are my type. Just an interesting thing. Ben Gila is somebody who has the same mazel as somebody else. Gal is round. So people who have the same mazel, they have the same months. They can help the people that are like them. In a way, that could be people that are born in the same zodiac as other people are called Ben Gilai. They're the same types. He's saying that people that are like me, today it's modern Hebrew, it's my age, but people that are like me, so perhaps Hashem will be kind to me, that people will enjoy my work, people like me. They'll learn them, and they will teach them to the public. They'll be doing with me a kindness. Like I wrote in the end of the entry called Ed Rebuke. See it over there. Understanding is easy for somebody who, awareness is easy for somebody who has understanding. There are some things, there are things that are not correct to teach them to the public. Therefore, there are certain words, interesting, is writing dalgam, you should skip, that is correct to skip them, that you might want to be careful to the honor of the listeners, don't say the simple folk when I'm trying to explain something, because certain people might be simple folk that take offense. But the reader has to understand what it is I'm trying to give over. But the listener, not every time if you say something, you might offend them. So it might not be worth saying certain things in public. Just give over the idea and skip those words. My hand already made a mark with 2 halves of a moon like this, parentheses. In a place that a person should skip when he's saying in public. From the places that it did mark, the smart person will listen, and he'll take more understanding, sweetness. He'll take more taking. He'll understand to the other places that I didn't mark. In other books that I guess not even ones that he wrote, but other books that other people wrote. He's saying you should understand it also. Kol arm, every smart person yasib das, he should do with awareness, with paying attention. According to the place where he's speaking, Lafiyazman, and the time that he's speaking, for the need of that hour. So it depends on who you're speaking to, when you're speaking, and the place that you're speaking in. The idea is you're trying to give across words, and you're trying to help people, and if you're hurting them, then you're not going to be helping them. There's a place that they said laharech. So there are places that they said that you should speak for longer. And some places you're supposed to speak shorter or speak less about. How good it is, how pleasant it is. Somebody who comes to teach in public, whether it's by heart, whether he's reading from a book, that he should first have a preamble, or should go before l'sader hadrasha pamaim. He should get it ready. He should make it in order twice. Shalosh or 3 between himself and himself. He should prepare it before. Like the rabbis of blessed memory said, even if a person knows by himself that Hashem graced him with a tongue that can teach, mitzvah l'shmai, it's still a commandment and a mitzvah l'shmai to listen to the words of the smart people. V'yimsa te'elis, and he'll find a help la'asma for himself. She'avar, that he should clarify sichais of his speech, clarification after clarification, cleaning after cleaning. Ad sheyeh das svasav, until the understanding of his lips, the awareness of his lips, the smart things that the lips is trying to give over. Bar should be clear milulai, clear words. B'divrei pi chacham chen, and the words of a smart person are grace or graceful, or full of grace. So therefore, a person, like the rabbi said, you should prepare something 2 or 3 times before you actually speak it. Vani and I, before I begin to speak, before I finish speaking, my lips will not stop me thanking Hashem. Hametiv, that does good and brew with his creations, alidei shluchav, through his messengers, anshe chesed, the men of kindness. Heitiv Hashem latayvim, Hashem should do. He's saying that there are kind people that are messengers of Hashem. Even though they were kind to him, he understands their really kindness that's coming through those people from Hashem himself. Heitiv Hashem latayvim, Hashem should do good to those who are good. Hamisnadvim ba'am, those that are donators in the land, in the nation. Asher gamlu umi, that did with me chesed, kindness, begufam, with their body, with their strength or their time, things that they can do by themselves. Umaminam, and their money. Vahayali, they were for me, meir, Lazar, from the city. I don't know what that means. Lazar, to help. Uvo Lazar Hashem, they came with the help of Hashem begibarim. That's a verse that he's using as a play on words. They came with the help of Hashem. Those strong people came. Ashrei, praiseworthy, Shemri Mishpat, those who watch the laws. Ois Tzedakah, they do righteousness, which is also charity all the time. Hanashim Eila, these people Shlemim, they are whole. Echnamare, one who did a lot. Vechnamamit, one who did a little bit. Liyas Kirabim, there are so many. La'esesh Maisam, I will, since there are so many. La'esesh Maisam Asvas, I will not lift up their names on my lips. And I'm not going to say them all. Hine Baruch Lakachti, to bless I took. Berchas Hadid, a blessing of a simple person. Kala light Kamashid, the blessing as it is. Vani, and I tefillah, and I am prayer. My prayer is An Hashem, please Hashem, hashkifa, look. This shkifa is a lesson of scope, like to look from far. Mimayin kachecha, from your holy palace in Hashmayim, from heavens. Uvarach Hasam Yisrael, bless your nation Israel. That's obviously a verse. Hashem, look from your upper worlds and bless your nation Yisrael. Yishalem Hashem. Hashem should pay Laisei Atay with those who do good haim to them, Uvneim and their children, Vitapam and their young children. Sas and Simcha Yisigu, they should reach different kinds of happiness. Pri Malalehem Yechelu, they should eat the fruits of their work. Birvais Hatayva, in their so much good, Balamazah in this world, Tavichfula, a double goodness, Bnei Smiche, they should have children that are Smiche, I guess they should be, have a leaning, but sometimes this means they should be ordained, or it could just mean that they have who to rely on. Their children should be well. They have the Chai Riche, a long life, and owning a lot of Aisha and wealth of Vesim in their homes. There should be peace in their where they live. Shalva, a very relaxed peace. Brahmanesim in their palaces. Vakaren, so that's just the blessing that comes in this world. Vakaren, but the main part Ke'emes L'Olam Haba. They'll be waiting for them in the world to come. Visit Kasam, and their righteousness and Medasad will stand forever. Vachi, and my brother Yaakov, I forgot what this stands for. My brother Yaakov Gamhu Yigdal, he should become great. Yira, he should see Zer Shel Kiyama, children that stay well. Yarach Yamim, he should live a long time. Bechevetz Hashem Biyadei, the will of Hashem in his hand, Yitzlach should be successful. Amen. So it should be so. Ken Yerushalayim, so it should be the will of Hashem. Ba'ata. And now Yigdal Nakoyach Hashem, let it be great, the kindness, the strength of Hashem. Yimin Hashem, remember the right hand of Hashem. Yimin should be uplifted. Yimin Hashem Asachel, the right hand of Hashem should do courageous, valorous, and it should win. Hashem Oiras Gurasecha, wake up your strength. Ulachali Shuasalanu, all these are verses. Wake up your strength and go to save us. The Kabes Nifutzasenu, bring in the scattered ones. That's us all over the world. V'halenu, bring us b'simcha, to happiness, elatzeinu, to our land. V'armoin, and the palace of Hashem, the palace al mishpatei, on its rules, on his rules, yeshiv kavrei shayin, it should sit again as it was. The temple should be rebuilt in the way that it was supposed to. Aselech v'edeshchina, do for the honor of your presence. That's supposed to be in this world. Umi shagalas avos, the same one, that's Hashem. Shagal, that redeemed us, Avos, our forefathers from Egypt, and all other things that are our ancestors, that Hashem saved them. Yigal Sabanim, we should also redeem the children. Im Lai B'schus, if not B'schus, that they merit it, still Barachim, with mercy at least. So Hashem should step in and do more for us. Halei Kai Devrei Enesh, behold, aren't these not the words of the man? Adam, what? The small man, Mizer, from the small Mehebel, from just air, Yimat. He's so little, he's that little. Hakaisiv, who writes v'chaisim and signs be'ir ois li, in the street city that has strengthened me. Celestera, I don't know what that stands for. Chodesh Nisan, in the month of Nisan, etin shnas ashrechem, I will give, which is in the year ashrechem, which is Tav Kuf Ein Aleph. Zoyrei, I'll call Mayim. He's going to spread it out over all the waters. Yira Hashem should see v'hir b'lo shavapai, and he should do so much to take back his anger. So speaks Eliezer ben Kvoid Rav Yitzchak Papai Svardi Tar. So speaks Eliezer, the son of Yitzchak, who is a Svardi Tar.